Hey, it's Coach Greg. Just cut my hair and I wanted to do my first video of the year because I haven't really done anything yet. I've been chilling out with my son, relaxing, just revitalizing myself, ready for the big push in 2020 because I've got lots to do. So anyway, I wanted to address something that I see a lot of people doing at the minute. So Veganuary, which is just basically Vegan January and Dry January. Should you be doing them? Should I be doing them, Greg? Hey, Michelle. And I just want to take you back into kind of human culture, human mindset. Humans are very easily influenced by the media and the outside world, right? Which is why you have these certain things at certain times, right? So, hey, Rena. Hey, Sash. Hey, Becky. So, we have this thing where we have a certain month to do a certain thing, right? Let's take Christmas, for example. Christmas is the time of I don't know, goodwill to all men and all the rest of it. But actually, goodwill to all men should be like every year. We don't go, right, January, tell everyone to get lost, and then by December we get close to being friendly to people again. So it really, it's a real, it's all motivated by one thing because it's Christmas. So, on to Veganuary. Veganuary, awesome. I totally and firmly and utterly believe that everyone should be eating more vegetables for their own health and their well-being because we don't eat enough of it. Should you go vegan for a month? Here's my question to you is, why are you doing that? Are you going to be willing to do that for a long term? That's the big question. So with all of these things, like, they're great incentives to get you start. But if you don't fix the underlying issues about why you want to do it and how you're going to change and be able to keep it up, then the question you have to ask yourself is, well, why am I doing it? Yeah, so Veganuary is awesome. Like, I as I said before, I firmly believe we should all be eating more vegetables. I'm not going to go into the ethics because it starts to get a bit religious and stuff, and I can't be bothered with all that today. But what I will say is this: eat more vegetables. You don't need to go vegan. Because think about it, right? January is quite a low time for people. People are like, man, I just had Christmas, so stressed out. So now you're going to put yourself in a more stressful situation by trying to give up and change your whole nutrition lifestyle. Rather than just do a gradual change throughout the year, why not set the goal instead that says, okay, cool, great question from Rena. I'm going to answer that in 2 seconds. So there's, why not go, right, by March, I'm going to just start to eat more veg. I'm going to have maybe go from 1 portion of veg a day to 3 portions of veg a day. And that way you're doing it on a gradual change basis rather than, right, it's January, yeah, I'm going to do this. Because that's what everyone does, right? And people don't last on this stuff. So dry January, very quickly. Again, I think people should reduce their alcohol consumption. Like, most people have a glass of wine pretty much every night. Some people have more than 1 glass of wine. You probably should be drinking less. Hey, if it's going to be a good start to a long-term thing, by all means do it. Okay. So really good question about dairy. So Rena was asking, do you have much information about dairy? Lots of people say cow's milk is bad for the human body. Is that correct? Right. Here's the thing, Rena. Throughout civilization, and if you look at all of the history, the archaeology, all of that stuff, right? If you look at it, we've been farming and using animals for food products for years, right? And a lot of this allowed the us as humans to grow and expand our reach, right? Because let's face it, avocados didn't grow in Britain and, when it was all the Celts and stuff, right? So all the stuff where people say it's bad for you, here's the thing. There are sometimes people that react not so well to dairy. Often I've had clients and I've got them to do kind of elimination diet, and we found that dairy just doesn't do it for them. Yeah. Is cow's milk bad for you? No. There is no actual scientific evidence that says it's bad for you as a whole, as humans, etc. I just got to change hands. My hands are hurting. It's like arm day. So is dairy bad for you? No, not per se. However, if you have certain symptoms, like you have a bowl of cornflakes and you feel bloated, skin gets bad, etc., then it might be worth doing what we call an elimination diet. Take out cow's milk, take out goat's milk, etc. Then slowly, to take them out for maybe a 2-week period as a rough guide, put them back in, and then see what happens to you. Yeah, so do you get those same symptoms again? Then you can say, well, actually, lactose, which is the key ingredient, isn't good for me. One thing about dairy products though is this, okay? The whey protein, which everyone bangs on about, is awesome, is actually made from milk. Duh. So people are saying to you, right, don't drink milk, but get some whey protein. Doesn't make sense, does it? So, ladies, yeah, dairy isn't bad for you. There's there's all these stories in the media about it's full of hormones and stuff. British farms are not legally allowed to put hormones into milk, or else everyone would be affected, including the Prime Minister and all the bad people. That to say again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's going to give you calcium. It's going to give you some good fats. It's going to give you some protein. Like if someone, especially vegetarians, are struggling with protein, then I'll say to them, eat some more low-fat cheese maybe, or drink some more milk. Yeah, because it's an easy way to get protein. But there's no evidence to suggest that en masse that dairy is bad for you. Okay, please don't listen to all that BS, because it is BS. So I think everyone needs to take an individual approach to nutrition. We see all these sensationalist headlines, often from vegans. So I guess it's, the party political broadcast for veganism is don't eat dairy because it's all bad for you. But think about this. We all grew up eating cornflakes for breakfast and nothing happened to us. We're still here. Did anyone die from cornflakes? Anyone? Guess not. So the proof is in the pudding. So yeah, dairy, I would, look at the symptoms. And it's with all foods, right? You might find that you don't like tomatoes. Yeah, there's certain foods called nightshades. Some people just react badly to them. Doesn't mean that it's bad for everybody. And I think we need to really, these sensationalist headlines are there to make you read stuff. You don't want to fall foul of this because they're trying to get you to read stuff. So it's all sensational. But when you look into the detail isn't really there. So there you go. And that was me. So yeah, Veganuary, do it, eat more vegetables. You don't need to do it to make your life healthier. Try and make a gradual change. Dry January, yeah, most people should, again, try and drink less alcohol. Because, let's be honest, most people drink too much alcohol. However, I would suggest just making a gradual change and saying, right, I'm going to drink less at the weekend maybe. I'm not going to binge drink. It's probably a big one. Yeah, it's a massive one. People do binge drink. We're on it tonight with the girls. I've been awesome all week. Saturday night, woo, let's get on it. Yeah, my suggestion would be to just moderate it a little bit. Because you can have an awesome time and not drink. Or you can all have an awesome time and not get smashed. And that's what people need to stop doing. Hey, that's my thought. All right, I'm off. I'm going to take my son out. Wish me luck. Catch you later.